What's up guys, Shroy here from Just Another Style channel, coming guys with a new video. Yeah, I got the hat on today. Didn't feel like doing my hair. Didn't even shave today, but you know, it's not about this. Today it's all about this. That's right, I got that W with the Yeezy 350 version 2s. So let's get into the sneaker review today guys. Boom. Alright, so before I get into review, I'm going to tell you guys actually how I ended up copying these shoes. I got it off Adidas.ca. I didn't use bots. I just woke up. Actually, my boy hit me up and he's like, yo, they dropped. It was at 8 a.m. There's usually drop around 9 a.m. But this time they dropped around 8 a.m. and I went to turn my laptop on, which you can see right behind me, my MacBook right there, and it crashed on me. So right now it's 8:15. I'm scrambling to get onto the site now. 15 minutes after the drop time, and I'm like, you know what, I'm catching this L. Catching a major L this time, and somehow I go on Adidas.ca. In less than 5 minutes I get sent to the page and it's like, choose your color, choose your size, and I'm like, yo, am I blessed or am I blessed? I must have had built some good karma up, because you know, I caught that W for the first time and it wasn't even for me this time. My size wasn't even available, so I hit up my boy. I was like, yo, I know you really want these ones, so tell me what color you want, tell me what your size is, and you know, we'll work out the money stuff later. Obviously I gave it to him for retail. I don't charge my boys resale prices, because you know, you gotta help out fam when you can. So shooting this review today on the Yeezy 350s in the copper color, and yeah, that's pretty much it. These are size 11. I am a size 8. I can't even do an on feet if I wanted to, because these look like clown shoes. Like, look at it compared to my face. It's pretty much the size of my whole face. My friend's foot is pretty much the size of my face. So that's pretty much how I got the W on these. You know how it is. This was not the only W I got this weekend. I messed up with the NMDs, but that's another story for another day. For now, let's talk about these guys right over here. Okay, so first things first, the shipping process, really quick. I couldn't even believe it. I checked out as a guest and I got it the very next day. These dropped on Wednesday. They came to my house Thursday. I came home from work. My parents are like, yo, you got a package for you. I'm like, who's it from? I look at the label and it says from Adidas. I'm like, no way. I ordered these yesterday. I took standard shipping, not even express, and they're at my house next day delivery. That's crazy. So Adidas, big ups to you guys for doing that. That's actually really good customer service there. But one thing I have to say about these Yeezys, and that's why I titled this video, I got damaged Yeezys, is because all across this copper tab over here, all across that copper bootleg Nike swoosh that's going across the shoe, you can see that there was actually threads sticking out of it. I actually cut them off before this video, and I did that just because I was kind of annoyed by it, because the minute I got them in hand, I opened it up because I was too excited to see how these actually looked, and I saw threads on it. That's the first thing I noticed. Like right beside the zero, there was a huge thread sticking out. And I think I took a picture of it for my boy, because I'm like, yo, you want me to leave it or cut it off, because these are your shoes? And he's like, you know what, you can cut it off. So I did it right away, because looking at it just kind of pissed me off, knowing that you're paying $300 for these, $336 Canadian after taxes and everything like that. You can't even control the quality stitching, like the quality control on the stitching over here. Like, that pissed me off a lot. But besides that, really clean shoe. So let's get into details. That was my little rant. And I'll probably leave a photo of the thread there if I still have it. I'm pretty sure I do. So yeah, if you see the thread up there, that's what was sticking out. I just took a little pair of scissors, snipped it off. You can still see a little bit of fuzz left on it, but I don't think it's going to pick up on the camera. But you know, that's not the first thing you want to see when you open up a pair of Yeezys. So Adidas, I guess, quality control, maybe you can do a little better, but besides that, the threads on it, I cut off the few ones that were just sticking out, and besides that, overall clean shoe. Let's get into the details and let's get into the boost technology that you guys care about so much when it comes to Yeezys. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to get into about these shoes is the sole itself, because you know, everyone wants to know about the color, this and that. Let's start with the bottom and work our way up. Start from the bottom, now we here, right? Alright, let's go. So, as you guys can see, standard Yeezy stuff right here. You got the boost written across the bottom, you got a little exposed boost over here, and out here on your outsole, you got the caging going on across here, exposing the boost, giving you little hits of the boost right there. I have personally not tried these on, like I've said, because these are not my shoes, but I am assuming from how they feel, the boost looks pretty comfortable to me, especially through this translucent sole over here. And speaking of the translucent sole, let's get into it right now. So over here on the Yeezy 350 Boost version 2s, they're not as solid, they're more of a translucent sole, so you can kind of see right through it. Just little hits you can see. But where it gets really translucent, I actually picked it up in the video, is the split part right over here. You guys can see it on the camera. It comes up as a different shade, and let me show you guys right now. Comes up as a little different shade right there. That's mainly because that's where I believe they stuck the outsole onto. So this entire piece here is actually one whole piece and it's connected right there. On the second one right over here, let me just grab that for you guys. There's actually like a little bit of glue stains on it, but you know, that's not a big deal. Even my J's have glue stains on them sometimes. That's just how it is. Quality control isn't always perfect, and this is a prime example of it. So let's get into details about the shoe now, the actual part that you guys want to know about, especially what color it is, copper, but let's get into details. As far as the details on the shoe go, over here it has the copper swoosh. I can't even say Nike swoosh because these are Adidas, but yeah, you got the copper swoosh over here, you got the 350 supply across it, and on the other pair it's actually flipped, so you don't actually read it as, yeah, the pair I'm holding right now is actually flipped, so when you see it in person, it's backwards. The other pair has it actually facing you. So this one on camera is going to say 350 supply. The other one, if I was to hold it up, it would be reversed and it would say 350 supply but backwards. As far as the front stitching goes, it's actually been the same for all the Yeezy models as far as I know and I've seen in person. The front stitching across the toe actually is the exact same, and it's pretty much what people used to use to tell the difference between a fake and a real pair, and eventually they got better at it, so you actually have to check the inside and see how deep the engraving on the insole is. But you know, this is not a real versus fake thing, this is just a shoe review. So overall, translucent sole, stitching on the toe box, really clean, doesn't look bad, doesn't take away from the shoe. The copper check over here, which is actually done pretty well. It's a good contrast between black and copper. The 350 flipped around on the other side, which is kind of like a little different. You kind of want it to face the same way, but I guess Kanye knows what he's doing, so you know, let Kanye be Kanye, right? So what I noticed on these shoes over here compared to the version 1s is obviously that since the boost is a little higher up, you don't have your little suede patch over here that has the Adidas logo on one side and the Yeezy logo on the other side. Instead, you actually have 3 stripes on the heel tab when you actually wear the shoe. So it's not showing the Adidas branding on the top of the shoe or anywhere on the outer area of the shoe. It's actually inside on your heel tab. There's 3 stripes going down the heel tab, and that represents the Adidas branding on this particular shoe. So pretty much there's no physical Adidas branding, except you know it's Adidas because it's a Yeezy, and that's pretty much it as far as it comes to the shoe. Alright, so when you get to the back of the shoe, you can see that the stripe actually crosses over and it kind of fades away, so it goes past the back stitching and it sort of fades out into black, and there are speckles of the copper hits all over the shoe. One more thing on this shoe is that there is a warning label saying that the color may migrate or it may transfer / fade onto other items. A lot of jeans and a lot of other t-shirts of mine from H&M and other stores have these tags on it. I personally haven't had experiences where the color is transferred, but for shoes, you know, you're walking all day. I'm actually curious to see how these colors would transfer, especially if you're wearing jeans with it. Would it transfer onto the jeans? I personally won't know, but I'll ask my boy and see what happens. This color here is like actually what my boy wanted, but in my personal opinion, I would have gone with obviously the black and the red because the contrast is done really well. The green is my last option, and that was his last option too. But you know, we got a W in the family, so that's all that matters right now. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little video, and obviously Adidas, you know, quality control, but you know, thanks for that W. I'm out here flexing, stunning, and these aren't even my own pair. But you know, I got them. I'm so happy I could give them on to someone instead of reselling it. Because you know, as long as that W stays within the fam, it's still a W. These shoes, I honestly give it an 8 out of 10. After getting them in hand, I like them, but I don't know if I would personally be able to rock these particular shoes. I'm glad I could actually hold them in hand and see how it goes. You know, in the future, when they drop more Yeezys, I might cop myself a pair instead of copying my boy a pair. We'll see how it goes, you know? But anyways, I hope you guys liked that video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for always showing me love on YouTube so far. And obviously, I can't end the video without doing a song of the vid. So the song of the vid is pretty much going to be the whole Starboy album by The Weeknd. Go check that out, because you know, that entire album is fire in my opinion. If you want, go bump that old school trilogy. Whatever you gotta do, but trust me, don't miss out on Starboy. It's a pretty good album in my opinion. The whole thing's pretty good, so check out The Weeknd. Obviously from the 6th, Toronto, you know how it is. Anyways guys, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys next time.